Hey guys, it's Alicia here with Keller Williams South Tampa. Thank you for joining me on another installment of Millennial Monday. I appreciate you guys. Alright, so before we jump into this next episode, I wanted to make a relevant little fact here, let you know a relevant little fact. Early voting is going on in Florida, so here's some millennial tidbit for you. 21% of millennials voted in the 2014 midterms. What that means is that 79% of us sat the election out. That is so bad. We can do way better than that. Last week on Millennial Monday, we went over step 1 in the home buying process, which is the pre-approval process. If you missed that, go check it out. That truly is step number 1, and nothing else matters until that is done. Okay? So, step number 2 is finding the right agent. This does not have to be a long video, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet for you guys, okay? One thing that a lot of people don't know when they begin the process of buying a home is that a buyer's agent really costs you nothing. It's totally free. And I remember when I learned that for the first time, I did a lot of research because I am a really skeptical person when someone tells me that something is free. I always wonder, well, what's the gotcha, right? So I'll explain why it's free to you. A buyer's agent costs you nothing because that buyer's agent is paid by the seller of the home. That home seller is compensating your agent for getting their home sold. Therefore, you go out of pocket $0 to make that happen. That being said, it's a no-brainer to have an agent, right? You just want to make sure you choose the right one for you. I'll kind of pull from my own personal experience here. When I was going through the process of buying this house that we're in now, I went through a couple of agents before I found the right agent for me. And I could have made this a much easier time for myself had I really taken the time to assess whether or not they were doing a couple of things, right? So, is your agent taking the time to get to know you? Is your agent taking the time to get to know your specific needs and address those? Do they understand your motivations? Because if your agent is not taking the time to get to know what you really want, need, and would love from your house, they're not going to be able to be the perfect matchmaker for you. And even though they can probably take you through the paperwork aspect of things, it just won't be as fun. Buying a house can be stressful, but it's also super exciting. So you want to have an agent that you know, like, and trust that's along for the ride, okay? They need to get to know you. That's number 1, all right? They need to be available to you. Now, in real estate, things can get pretty busy. People have multiple clients they're working with, but when it matters, your agent needs to be available for phone calls, text messages, emails, getting together for coffee, showing homes. They need to be present, and when you guys actually are under contract, you guys need to be attached at the hip because that's when the ride really starts, right? So you're going to spend a lot of time with them. Make sure you like them. Make sure they've been available to you and they will be available to you. And the last thing that I think is important is how they choose to represent you, right? Ask the question, ask your realtor if they're willing to work as your fiduciary. Ask if they're willing to work in a single agent representation capacity. By doing this, what they'll be doing is offering you a higher level of accountability, and they'll be able to retain more information that would protect you in the transaction, and basically it's a higher level of accountability from that agent on your behalf. So you want to ask the question, are you able to work as a single agent for me? And that's really it. So know, like, and trust your agent. Make sure that they take the time to assess your wants, needs, motivations, and just enjoy the process, guys, because there's nothing more exciting than buying your first house, right? Anyway, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me directly on my phone. You can call me, text me, send me a message in my inbox, comment below, whatever you want. I'm here for you guys, okay? Thank you so much. Halloween's just around the corner. Stay safe. Have fun.